Retiring opens up the map, giving you the time to finally take those long-deferred trips. But traveling later in life carries a hidden financial risk, the staggering out-of-pocket cost of an unexpected medical emergency far from home. Many travelers assume their Global Health Insurance Card, or GHIC, has them covered. While these cards do provide access to basic state-level emergency care within Europe, they leave massive gaps in your protection. The most critical gap is repatriation. If you suffer a severe medical event, local hospitals can stabilize you, but they will not pay to fly you home. Organizing a specialized medical flight back to the UK can cost tens of thousands of pounds. To avoid high premiums, some travelers fall into the standard policy trap. They buy a basic, off-the-shelf travel insurance plan and actively choose not to declare their existing health conditions. Attempting to save a few pounds by hiding a seemingly minor condition is a false economy. If you require emergency care and the hospital links your event to an undeclared illness, the insurer will refuse the claim, rendering your entire policy useless right when you need it most. Securing valid, reliable coverage in the UK relies on one uncompromising rule. You must provide 100% accurate disclosure of your entire health history. Insurers require you to complete a thorough medical screening process. To ensure you don't make a mistake, you should work directly with your NHS GP to get the exact official terminology for your diagnoses before you apply. The screening will demand specific historical data. You will need to list any recent inpatient or outpatient treatments, past surgeries, and every daily medication you currently take. This flowchart illustrates exactly why disclosure matters. Even common, well-managed conditions like high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes must be explicitly listed. Leaving them off pushes you down the top path, automatically voiding your claim if an incident occurs. Under the Equality Act 2010, UK insurers are legally prevented from discriminating against you based on your health. However, those legal protections only apply if you have fulfilled your duty to accurately disclose your profile up front. A rigorous medical screening can feel intrusive, but it serves a vital purpose. It establishes a factual contract between you and the provider, guaranteeing your absolute financial protection during a crisis. Fortunately, the UK insurance market offers a variety of solutions. Your goal is to match your specific health profile to one of three distinct types of providers. Route A is the over 50s generalist. Companies like Saga have built their core business models entirely around the needs of older demographics. The primary strength of these generalists is their baseline architecture. They typically feature no upper age limit and offer robust standard coverage for emergency medical expenses. The trade-off comes down to customization. If you do have specific pre-existing conditions, covering them requires purchasing optional add-ons, which requires extra steps during the initial quoting process. The ideal candidate for this route is a traveler over 50 whose main risk factor is their age, rather than an active, complex illness. If you are managing standard minor ailments and simply need a reliable baseline of protection, the generalist route allows you to optimize your premium costs without overpaying for specialized risk networks. Route B steps up the level of care. These are the condition specialists, featuring providers like All Clear and StaySure. These providers are engineered to handle the reality of aging. Health conditions frequently intersect and overlap, creating unique medical profiles. Condition specialists build their pricing models around high condition counts. All Clear, for example, is equipped to cover over 1,300 distinct medical issues. This degree of specialization results in specific medical-grade protections. Their policies include highly tailored emergency coverage, like costs associated with glucose management or sudden cardiac events, and provide access to dedicated 24/7 medical helplines staffed by experts. Because the insurer is taking on more known risk, you will face higher baseline premiums compared to the generalist route. This route is strictly for travelers managing complex, intersecting ailments. If you are balancing a history of heart disease with type 2 diabetes, this is where you belong. Paying that higher premium buys certainty. It eliminates the fear that one overlapping illness will trigger a technicality and result in a claim denial abroad. Finally, Route C is the high-risk tier, anchored by providers like Free Spirit and Good to Go Insurance. This is the extreme end of the market. These providers cater to travelers navigating severe, active, or highly unstable chronic illnesses, including ongoing cancer treatments or severe neurological conditions like Parkinson's. When standard market providers automatically reject an application due to medical severity, these specialized insurers step in to act as the final safety net. The trade-offs here are significant. Because the probability of medical intervention is elevated, this route incurs the highest premium costs and frequently applies strict restrictions regarding the climate or location of your destination. While the financial and logistical friction is high, these providers offer a viable, safe path forward. They turn an automatic rejection into a confidently protected journey for those facing serious diagnoses. Buying the right policy is only the first step. Executing a trip with specialized conditions requires rigorous physical and administrative preparation before you ever reach the airport. This checklist outlines your dual requirements. A strong policy is useless if you don't pair it with strong on-the-ground logistics. Under medical prep, secure a letter from your GP detailing your conditions, translated into the local language of your destination. You must also pack enough extra medication for your entire trip, keeping all pills in their original packaging to avoid customs delays. Under policy must-haves, verify 3 things: immediate access to a 24/7 emergency helpline, absolute repatriation coverage, and written confirmation that every single one of your conditions is explicitly listed by name. You must also plan for the environment. Extreme heat or poor air quality can immediately trigger respiratory diseases like COPD or asthma, turning a vacation into a medical event. Traveling with a medical condition means replacing spontaneity with rigid administrative preparation. That exact friction is what guarantees your safety once you leave the UK. The UK market gives you the tools to travel safely, provided you navigate the options logically. This matrix presents your final alignment strategy, showing how your exact condition severity dictates your provider choice. If you have well-managed minor conditions, target over 50s generalists, like Saga. This keeps your baseline coverage strong while optimizing your premium costs. If you are managing multiple intersecting conditions, default strictly to condition specialists, like Staysure or All Clear. You need their deep network strength and high condition limits. If you are traveling with a severe or active chronic illness, utilize high-risk providers like Free Spirit to prioritize guaranteed medical evacuation and comprehensive safety nets above all else. The ultimate goal of travel insurance is to align your medical reality with a provider built exactly for your situation, ensuring absolute peace of mind on the adventure ahead.